Imagine being a teenager leading a whole army in battle. This was the life of Saint Joan of Arc. At just 13, she started receiving visions from great saints like Saint Michael the Archangel, telling her that she was chosen by God to save France. She wasn't a noble, she wasn't trained, she couldn't even read or write. But she had an unshakable faith in God, and that was enough. At just 17, she stood before the future King of France and told him that God had sent her to see him crowned. And when he gave her command of his troops, yes, a 17-year-old girl leading grown men into battle, she led them to victory again and again. She didn't even hold a sword, just a banner with the names Jesus and Mary on it. But then she was betrayed, captured, imprisoned, and handed over to men that hated everything she stood for. They put her on trial for heresy and witchcraft, and for wearing men's clothing, which she only wore to protect herself from being assaulted in prison. Her trial was a sham, and the judges were corrupt, but she never once denied her faith in God and the voices that she was hearing. They burned her alive in a public square when she was just 19, and 500 years later, the church declared her a saint. Joan of Arc was many things, but overall she was just a person that chose to listen to God when everybody else told her to be quiet. St. Joan tells us that when God fights, it's of small consequence whether the hand that holds the sword is big or small. So no matter your age, gender, or who you are, God is greater, and all we have to do is listen to Him and follow Him.